Greetings, everyone. Staying in the light. This is the Kabbalion, the seven principles of the universe. They call them different names. The laws of Tahuti. There's many names they call them. I chose the name Kabbalion. I was listening to somebody was telling us the biggest problems of so-called black people. So I thought I'd make a video about it. We're going to talk about that. This is Staying in the Light Radio. And we bring it to you as soon as we get it. Things you need to know. This gentleman was talking about the marriage rates among people who call themselves black was just 30%. You may have seen that video. So he said that's the biggest problem facing them. No, it's not. You're always trying to compare people based on their identity. If you call yourself black, you don't know who you are. So that's the most important thing, is knowing who you are, man. When you know who you are, you would value family. You won't be trying to mix up your blood. You won't be trying to desert your people. So most important thing has always been, from the time of old, was know yourself. That's the first thing. Family, all that comes later. You can't fix the family because you can't fix yourself. We've been in a constant state of war for hundreds of years. Still is. And you become your own worst enemy because you don't know who you are. Okay, what am I talking about? I'm talking about calling yourself black, which means you do not know who you are. Means you're a slave, because that's a name that was given to you. Just think about it. Why do you have these different names every generation? First it was Negro, then it was colored, black, Afro-American. Because you have to let somebody else give you a name to tell you who you are. Because you won't do the research. You will not do your own study of your own family background to find out your ancestry. Oh, you can find it. Files are being released all the time. At one time it was hard, but now they're releasing these censuses. It just takes work. So don't complain to me about the marriage rate down. Find out who you are. That's the most important thing. Know thyself. I've done my research. I started when I was a teenager because my parents didn't talk to me about, well, I did ask my grandfather about slavery. Boy, he tried to slap the mess out of me, but I dodged him. But he showed me and he told me that we ain't never been enslaved to nobody. And he further went on to talk about our European identities from Ireland as well as from Tunisia. So I found my research psychotic Jews ancestry and Irish ancestry. So who would I call myself today? I call myself a Moor. Because at one time, all of Tunisia was under the Moorish Empire. So I'm not Tunisians of the Tunisians today. No, I don't identify with the Tunisians of today, but the ancient Tunisians before the uh, before the fall of the empire in 1492. That's how far I go back. We don't call ourselves black. No, we call ourselves Moors. Or we can just say Americans because that's who the real Americans are. So when you say black Americans, you're taking yourself outside of America because ain't no such thing. To prove it to you, find some so called black historian in the past, some great black leader. Look him up. Do they identify him as black? No, they say American. So they tell more truth about him in death than they do in life. In life, you call yourself black, Afro American. In death, they call you American. So they tell the truth about you when you're dead. So why don't you tell the truth about yourself while you're alive? You're an American. That's the only culture you've known. If you're truthful with yourself, this black thing was created for you. That's slavery. And you buy a slavery story, if you buy that you was a slave, I don't know what to tell you. You really are because you believe everything somebody tell you. You haven't done any research. So do some research and come back and we can talk some more. I'm kind of fed up with this. People who don't want to know who they are. So go to my channel, Staying in the Light Radio. I'll show you how to go about it. You got to look for it now. I'll tell you everything you need to know. Things you need to teach your children, how you should be thinking, how you should be looking at things. Free, it doesn't cost you a thing, but you rather pay somebody to lie to you. Well, that's your choice. But I'm an elder. I ain't got no need for your money. I just want to tell the truth. Tell you the truth, because everybody lying to you. Mostly everybody. So go watch the videos, listen to the audios, and come back and let's talk. Because we have a community setting up for those who really want to be free. And if you're not living in your own community with your own kind, doing business with yourself, watching yourselves, interacting with yourself, you cannot be yourself. You're some made up being, mixed up being, who think the world revolves around pink people. And you want to become like them. That's why the marriage rate is failing. You hate yourself. Look at the women, they don't even wear their natural hair no more. God didn't give you that hair. Why you got it on your head? You hate the way God made you? You might as well just go and lay down and die then. Why are you on the planet if you hate yourself? God tell you to love yourself. And you talk about you love God, and I see you in church trying to look like somebody else, talking about you love Jesus. Stop it, people. Be real. Peace to the more.